Thank you for being here, Alexander.
Oh, aloha.
Wow. So tell us what we can do as individuals to bring positive change into the world. I mean, this is what we need right now as we look around and see everything that's happening.
I subscribe to Gandhi's famous admonition, be the change you wish to see in the world. You know, the presence of a vital person vitalizes. So
Mhm.
you can't save the world, but you can save yourself, and in doing so, save the world.
So how can we bring forth a sense of purpose to our lives?
I got lucky in that being born into the chaos that I was not given an opportunity to really go to college or at least complete it. There were many big mountains between me and just having an ordinary life, which was the blessing because had I been able to follow a normal or quote unquote normal track towards life, I would not have been propelled to leave the situation that I was in and find my own way. I am a bit of a maverick, so I don't really subscribe to the way things are done because I grew up in a very unorthodox household. So, long story less boring, my life has just been a sequence of going from one thing to another and has been a multitude of failures. But those failures are really just experiences. I'm gaining knowledge and experience. For me, I'm always following, well, Joseph Campbell's famous admonition, follow your bliss. There's something that tells you you're on the beam, and there's something that tells you you're off the beam. And if you go off of your bliss to follow money, then you may
Right.
lose the money, and then you won't have your money or your bliss. But if you follow your bliss, you always have a sense of where the waters are that make things green, that are always vitalizing you. Whatever you pursue in your life should be uh, taken with this attitude that nothing can frighten me off from this thing. People can engage themselves in what is called the left-hand path. The right-hand path is doing what society says you ought to do and your parents say you ought to do. And the left-hand path is a little more dangerous, but it's also more adventurous. And you find out more and more about yourself the further you go along. And I'm telling you from personal experience, when you take that leap of faith into the unknown, but it is in the direction of your bliss, doors will open where none had existed before. You know, I myself have found that I have set goals out in front of me, and each time the goal kept getting farther and farther away until it dawned on me the journey is the goal. I don't know. If you're tired of it, I think for me, you'll just like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And your life
Yes.
will start changing in miraculous ways. I'm not saying that money's going to fall out of the sky, but that is not necessarily the miracle you may need. A miracle is waking up and saying, I accept all of responsibility for all the choices I make today. And
Right.
there will never be another day like today. So I'm going to go out there and do this thing. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
I'm really happy to meet you. You really are a very thought-provoking person in the way you speak and the way you talk, and it's very refreshing for me this morning, I have to say.